Hey guys, it's Sonia, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a literal hot minute since I last filmed, like literally over a year, I think. But I just got like lazy and really unmotivated to make videos, I guess. So sorry for the lack of content, but I'm here today. And as you can see from the title, today's video is going to be a Warped Tour survival guide. It is the last Warped Tour this year and it just kicked off recently, so I figured to give some tips and tricks that I've learned over the past warps that I've been to. I've been to about like, I don't even know. I started going to Warped Tour I think either in 2011 or 2012, and I've gone every year since then, so I am really sad to see it go. I've literally like grew up with Warped Tour, like ever since I got into that kind of music I've been going to Warped Tour, so seeing it go is really bittersweet, but you know, I'm gonna make the most of it. Literally, like, Warped Tour is my favorite part of the summer. It's my favorite concert to go to. Like, I just have so much fun there because it's such a different environment, you know? So let's get started. When I was like a junior, I'm pretty sure, I had to make a like magazine, and I had to like write articles for it. And one of the articles I wrote was actually like a Warped Tour survival guide. So I have the article up and I'm just gonna be like reading some of the stuff that I wrote. Like obviously you don't have to follow the rules like to a T, like you do what works best for you. And this is what I've learned works best for me. So let's get into it. So I'm just gonna skim through it and like just read what I wrote. So the night before, you might want to do like a few things, like obviously like shower, like that's like a given and whatever. And then it's important to pack your bag. You are allowed to bring a drawstring bag to Warped Tour, so it's important to like have what you need. Like I usually carry like an extra pair of socks because it usually rains on my Warped Tour. Like literally it rains in the morning every year. Like I don't know why. It's annoying. So I bring an extra pair of socks. I bring like sunscreen, a little like travel size deodorant, a water bottle, like a brand new water bottle that has not been opened yet, because you are allowed to bring one in. So I usually go to the convenience store, buy the biggest bottle they have, whether it's like 24 ounces or like, I don't even know, 37, but I buy like the biggest one they have and put that in my bag. My wallet, obviously, money, keys, ID, what else? Let me see. Phone, obviously phone charger. I bring a Sharpie with me just in case. Sunscreen, I don't know if I said that yet. And I think that's it. You want to like have your outfit picked out already. You want to like do things that is going to make the morning of Warped Tour like run smoothly, because I'm not a morning person, and since Warped Tour starts at 11, like I have to wake up like super early to get ready and then like drive there, obviously. And I want to get there before 11. So anything I can do that'll make my morning run smoother, I'm doing it. So like I would like charge my phone, charge my portable charger. I follow and turn on all the notifications on Twitter. So like I'll put on like my favorite band's notifications on, and like I'll put on the actual band's Warped Tour Twitter accounts notifications on, and then I will like band members, like lead singers, things like that. I'll put on all those notifications just in case, because they will tweet throughout the day things like if a band's doing a meet and greet and things like that, and so I don't want to miss those, so I will put on those notifications. And it is important, this is kind of like a side note, it's important to stay hydrated, definitely during the day of Warped Tour, but also like the days before, because like if your body is hydrated already, it'll not survive, because like you're not gonna die. I mean, maybe you could, I don't know. But you're most likely to be able to go through the heat if your body's hydrated prior. So I try to keep my body hydrated and stay hydrated the days leading up to Warped Tour. So that way the day of Warped Tour, I'm staying hydrated as well, but I'm not like dying of like dehydration or like heat because my body is already hydrated, if that makes sense. In the morning of, I think it's really important that you make a list of the bands that you want to see. Like, what I do is I make 3 lists. I make, like, I definitely need to see, I will not miss this band for anything, like, literally, like, on my deathbed in the crowd still. Like, I have to see these bands. And then I make a list of bands that I do want to see, but I'm willing to miss for other ones. So, like, if 2 bands are playing at the same time, I will see the band on the first list rather than the band on the second list. And then I make a 3rd list of, like, I don't really give a shit. Like, whatever. If I see them, I see them. If I don't, I don't. I don't care. And that way it helps prioritize your day, because you're not like thinking like, oh my god, like what band am I gonna see? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, like this is who I really want to see. This is who like it's okay to see, and this is who I don't care. That's also really important. Eat a good breakfast, because you're gonna be in the heat all day, and like just eat a good breakfast. Like, don't eat shit. Like, don't. Like, eat a good breakfast. Like, even if you're not a breakfast person, like, go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a nice bagel, a nice coffee. Like, you want to eat breakfast. If you do not eat, you will regret it. I promise. I've been there. Eat a good breakfast. Wear comfortable shoes, of course, because you're going to be standing and walking around all day. Leave your house early. Like I said, so you can get there. And another thing is, if you get there early, you can bring 3 canned goods or a used cell phone or I think $5, and you can give it to the Feed Our Children or Feed the Children, and they will give you early entry. And that's also good, because that way you get a feel of where you are and like where the bands are going to be playing, where the merch are before like everyone else. So that's really good. So if you can't afford that, definitely do that. It's a used cell phone, 3 canned goods, or $5. Sunscreen, hat, sunglasses, that's obviously like a given. It's just summer things that you need. Double check your bag before you leave your house, just because you did pack it the night before, so everything should be there, because you weren't packing it when it was like chaotic. But just in case, definitely double check your bag before you leave. Once you're there, remember where you parked. And that sounds like a given, but like, because like when you like pull up and like you're in the parking lot and like you don't really like think like, oh, like this is the part, like you just want to get there. And then when it's dark out and you're trying to get back to your car once the day is done, you don't know where the hell you parked. It's not fun. So definitely remember where you parked. Like I said, skip the line with the canned goods and all that. And once you're there, there should be like an area where you can purchase a map / set. So what it is on one side is a map of the venue and like where all the bands are. Where all the stages are. And then on the other side, there's every stage and the time that each band is playing. That is so much more convenient than taking a picture of the big blow up thing, because you don't have to keep checking your phone, and you can like literally like highlight like, okay, like this band, I need to see this band at this stage at this time. It for me, it's just so much easier, and it's $2. Like, it's so much more worth paying $2 for that piece of paper than anything else. So I do recommend that. And sometimes it tells you meet and greets as well at the bottom. So that does come in handy. Set a designated meeting place. So if you and your friends ever split up, because, you know, it might happen. If you want to see this band, they want to see that band, that's fine. Like I tell my friends, like, definitely do what you want to do. Like, today is a day about fun, and I don't want to drag you to a set you don't want to be at. But just set a place. Like, okay, like, if we get separated, we need to meet up again. Like, we're going to meet here. So that way you're not, like, texting each other, like, where are you? Like, you know, like, you could just send a text, like, hey, meet me at our place, and they'll know where you're going. Sorry, I'm just, like, trying to look through because I can't think of this all off the top of my head. Like I say, plan your day, like know what band you want to see at what time. And that like the paper comes in handy because you can see like what bands are playing at what time, and you'll know like when you have downtime, when you can get food, because everything's like right in front of you. Usually I end up having like a full morning and then like 2 hours of like no bands that I want to see, and then like packed until like the last set. So that's usually when I get food, but I kind of plan that around the band. So like if I'm hungry, I'm gonna wait because I know that I'm gonna have the extra spare time. So there's no need, like I'm not gonna risk me missing a set to get food when I know I'll have 2 free hours where I can definitely eat. So you definitely want to go to the tents, because the bands will post like when they're going to be doing their meet and greet, if they are doing it, or if they're doing a signing. So like sometimes it'll be like, oh, like you must purchase like 1 item of merch to like get into this meet and greet, or whatever it may be. So I definitely check out the tents before I watch any sets. That way I know like, okay, like Mayday Parade's doing a signing at this time, like I have to go back to their tent. And also I want to buy merch, and I want to do that first, so that way like I don't run out of money. So it's like, okay, like I know like this shirt's $20, this shirt, I need to put this money away for food. So that's always good too. Just during, like while you're there, be, what's the word? Not mindful, I guess mindful of like crowd surfers. Like everyone is at Warped Tour to have a good time, and although like you may not want to crowd surf, like other people do, and like just don't be the asshole that drops people. Like it's annoying sometimes. Like I know, like I've gotten kicked in the head by crowd surfers. Literally, when I wear my glasses, like I've gotten my glasses kicked literally into my nose, was bleeding. Like I know it's annoying sometimes, but like Warped Tour is literally a day about fun, and like the least fun thing you can do at Warped Tour is fall because nobody like helped you. Like literally, like lift your arms. Like everyone works together. Like it makes me so mad when I see them get dropped, because like I always try to pull my weight, but obviously like I can't carry an entire person. That's why like everyone has to help. So like just don't drop crowd surfers. They're there for a good time. You're there for a good time. Don't make anyone miserable. You wouldn't want to make yourself miserable. Another thing is, usually towards the middle and the front of the crowd, there's probably going to be a pit, whether it be like a circle pit, a mosh pit, like whatever. If you don't want to get hit, stay out of the pit. That is so important. I'm so like big on that, because I absolutely hate when I'm in a crowd and people complain about like people pushing and shoving, whatever, and it's like you're literally in the middle of the pit. Like no shit, you're gonna get pushed and shoved and whatever. Like don't want to get hit, stay out of the pit, stay towards the back, or just don't go in the pit. Like that's it. I hate that. I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve. If someone does fall, like, you know, even if you do help, like every crowd surfer, like if someone does fall, help them up. It's so scary when you're like, you're on the ground, like even like I'm a klutz, like I've literally tripped in crowds sometimes, like I fall to the floor, and like it's the scariest thing when like you're on the floor and like everyone's like dancing and like stepping like over you and on you. Like it's so terrifying. So if you see someone fall, help them up, like give out a hand. Like literally, like it's common sense, but most people lack that nowadays. So if someone falls, help them up. Remember to drink your water, obviously. And this is like just my advice. Don't complain. Like everyone knows it's hot. Everyone knows it's a crowd. Everyone's feet hurts. Like everyone knows. And I hate when like you're in a crowd, like you're trying to like have fun, and people are like, oh my god, like it's so hot, like get off of me, like oh my god, this girl keeps shut up, like you're in a crowd of people, like no duh, that's gonna happen. Like I just really hate complainers in general, so just don't be a complainer. Definitely keep track of your time though. I will never forget my first Warped Tour. I only went for Mayday Parade, but like I was like most psyched for Mayday Parade. Like that was my favorite band, my first time seeing them. And I went to their tent, found out when they were doing their meet and greet, and then I was like, okay, like 4:30, we got this, like 4:30. And then I lost track of time, and I missed it, and I was so devastated. Like little 12-year-old me was so sad that I missed it, because like it was literally like right there in my hands, and I just didn't keep track of time. So definitely keep track of time, especially if you want to do things like that. You also obviously don't want to miss out on a set either. Even if like your favorite band's playing, if you don't feel well, or like you need water, or you need to sit, or you need shade, like listen to your body. That is literally the most important advice I can give you on a day where you're in the sun all day. Like listen to your body. If you're hungry, like go get food. Like you might have to miss out a few songs of your set, but like it's worth it. You don't want to end up at the first aid tent because like you passed out of dehydration or overheat or whatever. So like definitely listen to what your body is telling you. Save your battery. I bring my portable charger as well, but also like I'm trying not to be on my phone. So like, yeah, I might not get as many videos and pictures, but like especially because this is the last Warped Tour, I want to live in the moment more anyway. But regardless of that, like whatever your preference is, whether you want to record videos or not, just save your battery, because it is an all-day event and you don't want your phone to die, just in case you need to like call your friends because you guys split up or something and you don't want to be without contact. Like I said, don't keep buying water bottles. Like that is my biggest thing, because water at venues is so expensive for literally no reason. I'm telling you, go to the convenience store, buy the biggest bottle you can find. As long as it's like a water bottle and not like a gallon, like you're fine. And then if you finish that water bottle, there is a tent called Clean Canteen that allows you to fill your water bottle for free. It usually does get crowded, obviously, because everyone wants to fill their water bottle, but it's so much more worth it. So what I do is like, I'll like buy the biggest bottle. It'll last me a good decent amount of time, and then I'll go and fill it up. I typically don't let it, like, I don't finish it completely, because if it is like a long wait in the Clean Canteen tent, I don't want to be sitting there like taking up like the nozzle and like, oh, I gotta fill my water bottle. So I'll keep it like maybe 3/4 of the way, and then I'll go try to fill it up to like halfway. That way I might have to go back to the tent more times, but it's like I can fill it quickly and I'm never gonna run out of water. And my phone just died. Oh god. Okay, I need to go plug that back in, and I will come back to you when I have the rest of the information. Okay, I'm back. Literally everything that could go wrong went wrong. First, my phone died, which I was like referencing to give my tips. Then my camera ran out of space. Then my files wouldn't want to transfer to my laptop, so I could delete them off my camera so I could continue to film. But everything's good. We're golden. Okay, so I don't remember where I left off. Just gonna wing it. So my camera's dying. Are you fucking kidding me? This is literally ridiculous. Okay. So most places will take advantage of the fact that they are the only place you can eat, and they will jack the prices up on food, which is ridiculous. Like literally on Sunday when I saw 5 Seconds of Summer, I had to pay $20 for chicken nuggets and fries. So eating the big breakfast will help that as well, but also they will Warped Tour, like actual Warped Tour, like on the tour, they usually have like smoothie stands and like build your own taco stands that are much cheaper. And so what I do is, because I do eat the big breakfast in the morning and I'm full throughout the day, especially because I was like drinking and like it's hot, I don't want to eat anyway, and I'll get a smoothie and it'll fill me up. So just be mindful what you spend your money on, because like you don't want to spend $20 on chicken nuggets and like fries. Like that's literally ridiculous. So that's also like, eat your breakfast. That way you're full more throughout the day and you can last longer. Another thing, so back to packing your bag, I actually have a list of things that you should pack. So Sharpie, poncho, because like I said, it usually rains on the day of my Warped Tour. Hand sanitizer, lip balm, baby wipes, or like something to just like, if you get like gross or like something spills, like you can just clean it up real quick. A small notepad or like note cards in case you do run into someone. A Sharpie, money, your wallet, hair ties, bobby pins. And like when you're walking throughout the venue, keep your eyes open, because like literally I've run into band members because like they want to watch another set, and like they can watch from backstage, but like I've run into some people who were watching from the crowd. So like, you know, like you don't want to bother them, like, hey, like take a picture with me, but like you can at least be like, hey, like I enjoy your band, that's so cool, we're watching this band together. So definitely keep your eyes open for like people. And like YouTubers sometimes go, like I met Damon Fizzy one year, so like just keep your eyes open. Definitely be on the lookout for new music. So if you do have time where you are like none of your favorite bands are playing, take that time to check out a band you never heard before. I have discovered some of my favorite bands because while I was waiting for another band to play, I watched that band and they became like another one of my favorites. So definitely keep an open mind, because you don't know who you can discover, especially if it's a underground band or a band who is not well known. A lot of times also up-and-coming bands, they're not playing, but they will be there, especially if they're local, and they'll hand out like their CDs and their demos. Take it, bring it home, give it a listen. If you don't like it, like it's fine, but like you may have just discovered a really awesome band. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Obviously stay safe, you know, that's obviously a given. Know where the medical booths are, so if you do need medical help, you know where to go to get it. The buddy projects with the meeting place, and just have fun. Honestly, like, especially because this is the last Warped Tour, if this is your first Warped Tour, like, make the most out of it. Warped Tour is literally one of my favorite parts of the summer, and I'm so sad that it is ending, but I've had some really amazing memories with Warped Tour, and I hope that you all have fun too. Like I said, this is what I typically do for Warped Tour. Everyone is different, but I figured if I gave out what works for me, other people could take that and make it work for them. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will definitely try to update more often and consistently. So definitely be on the lookout for that, and thank you so much. And yeah. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do attend a Warped Tour this year, definitely have fun and make the most out of it, because you never know what'll happen at Warped Tour. Like, it's just literally like a magical experience of a day, if that makes any sense. But yeah, bye guys. 5 Seconds of Summer's new album came out, and it is amazing. I absolutely adore. There's a few songs that like not so fond of, but like overall the album is amazing. Lyrically, it's like a masterpiece, and I'm a sucker for romance, so all those sad love songs are gonna repeat. And I got the Target version right here. I got Callum's cover. It's cute. Let me show you the poster it came with. I'm so excited. I'm literally trash for this band. It's not even funny. Yeah, look at that. My favorite's actually Michael, but Luke has been growing on me lately, and Callum tweeted me yesterday, so literally like every minute there's a new favorite. I saw them on Sunday too, which was awesome. I actually saw them at the venue that Warped Tour is held at. It was like a radio station, like held like an all-day event. I went there mostly for 5 Seconds of Summer and Backstreet Boys, but like Dua Lipa was there and a bunch of other people that like I don't really know. But it was really fun. I've seen this band so many times. I'm literally, like I said, trash for this band. Callum, like I said, Callum tweeted me yesterday, and then the day before yesterday, the band account tweeted me, and I don't know who it was, obviously, because it was the band account, but I have a feeling it was Callum, because when Callum says thank you, he doesn't like put a space between thank and you. It's like one big word. And right before the tweet I was mentioned in was a tweet to some other girl, and it was like thank you, like all one word. So I think it was Callum. So you know, fingers crossed it was Callum twice. That would be great. But yeah, my camera is running out of space. I'm literally gonna freak out. What?